Hannah was walking through the downtown area of Baltimore on a Saturday afternoon. She had felt lonely and irritable the past few months since her husband took a new job, which required him to work long hours and weekends. She was looking at her phone while walking down a back alley when she bumped into an elderly woman, knocking her down. "Why don't you watch where you're going?" Hannah shouted at her. The old woman got up and was about to shout back, but then stopped herself. The woman's retaliatory demeanor faded into a smile. "I'm sorry, dear," the woman started. "Surely that was my mistake, and to make it up to you, I'd like you to have this." And with that, she handed Hannah a necklace with roses on it. "This is no ordinary necklace," the woman continued. "If you have it on, you can make 3 wishes, and they'll come true." Hannah was very puzzled, but took the necklace because it looked nice. "Thanks," Hannah muttered as she put it on and walked away. Hannah was nearly home, talking to herself about the situation with her husband. She said aloud, "I wish we had more money." Not a second later, she got a call. Hannah answered, and a man on the other line said, "Hi, is this Mrs. Kramer?" "Yes." "Mrs. Kramer, I just wanted to let you know we transferred the money into your account today." "The money?" "Yes, the 1.2 million. Hannah was in shock. She didn't really care where this money came from, but knew that it would allow her husband to quit working long hours and spend more time with her. "Great," Hannah exclaimed. "Thank you so much." "Not a problem, and I'm very sorry for your loss." "My what?" But the man had already hung up. In a panic, she called her husband, and she heard a message.
"We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again."
She ran inside and saw her husband's phone in a box marked Peter's belongings. Hannah fell to the floor and never felt more alone. As she sobbed, she realized the wish she had made by the necklace had come true. After getting herself together, Hannah decided to try another wish. To break free from the loneliness, she wished to be famous. That way, she would always have people around. As soon as she uttered those words, she saw the lights and heard the sirens outside. The police busted down the door with weapons drawn, pointed at her. Hannah put her hands up and complied with the officers. They cuffed her and threw her in the back of the police car. She was so dismayed, she couldn't even say a word. When she got to the station and was escorted into the back, she saw a TV on showing a news broadcast. The anchor reported, "Breaking news. The infamous mass murderer, Hannah Kramer, is finally within police custody." Hannah couldn't believe this was happening, as she was roughly thrown into a back cell alone. At this point, she knew the necklace was causing all the trouble, but couldn't get it off due to her hands being cuffed behind her back. A few men in uniforms came into the room and entered her cell. "Maryland abolished the death penalty in 2013, one of the men stated. "But we can't in good conscience let you get away without it." Then one of the men took out a needle as the others held Hannah down. As she struggled, the needle got closer. Hannah blurted out, "I wish I couldn't die." The needle pierced her skin, and the fluid entered her veins. Once the syringe was empty, the men rushed out. They were quite surprised to find out the next day that Hannah was perfectly fine. She served out her sentence in prison for 36 years before the nuclear attacks happened. The warheads destroyed the prison, freeing her, but the radiation had killed off everyone in the world. Hannah was free now, but ultimately and eternally alone.